Hey guys, Bobby Hatfield here for Freeway Music. Today we're going to be looking really quickly at how to play perfect fifths on the piano between the white keys and the black keys to find all 12 possible major and minor chord shapes on the piano. Major and minor chords are the essence of harmony in music, and if you're new to the piano, this video is for you, for how to find harmony. So let's get into it. Okay, so we're going to be looking at how to find major and minor chords really quickly on the piano using perfect fifths. Usually the first perfect fifth you can find is on middle C to G. So thumb to pinky, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the distance of a fifth. It's called an interval in music, and you are going from your first finger to your fifth finger. A span of 5 tones where the first and fifth tone are being played at the same time in harmony together. The reason I start with those is because how you fill in the middle of that chord is what calls it major or minor, or where it gets its name. So if I play C major, I'm going to place the E in between them to play a major chord for C at that perfect fifth. Now, what's interesting about this is if you are playing perfect fifths anywhere, you can fill in the middle tone and create any number of chords. Majors and minors are just the most common. So anytime I want to find a perfect fifth and therefore a chord inside of that, I look for white keys, skipping 3 white keys between. Let's say I go to D. I skip 3 white keys or go 1 to 5. There I go. I have a perfect fifth with D, and if I fill in the chord between, this is called a D minor chord. Now some of this will be haphazard at first. You might be like, I'm not sure which ones are what, how to make who a major or this one a minor. So that's fine for now. The main thing is identifying these perfect fifths physically on the piano. White keys to white keys are all perfect fifths when you skip 3 white keys, except for the note B. So E reaches up to B, and then you fill in like that. Now one of the reasons I'm actually describing them as the perfect fifths first is getting a grip on the chord is a lot easier if you focus on the outside fingers first. And when you fill in that next one, it gets a lot easier to just play all 3 at once. A lot of times people struggle with trying to do all 3 fingers, and they are focusing more on keeping these 2 off of the piano rather than focusing on the ones you need on the piano. It's much easier to just place 1 and 5 on the piano like that, and then filling in the middle gap. Again, F, fill it in, it's called F major, then G. And you're always skipping the middle 3 fingers per note. A, and then fills into A minor there. So, what does this mean? Well, I've got C, D, E, F, G, A. Now we're going to jump to the black keys. How to find black key chords, specifically called sharps or flats. If I go to the black keys, I have 2 black keys that I skip to make a perfect fifth. Not fingers as much, but number of black keys. So skip 2 black keys here, make a perfect fifth. The next one, that's D flat. E flat, I skip 2 black keys, still makes a perfect fifth. Here, G flat, I still skip 2 black keys and get a perfect fifth. And then these 2, I skip. Now if you'll notice, I didn't get to this one. This is called B flat, and I also skipped B, the white key. When you get to those keys, their perfect fifths are different in that you reach for a black key from a white key on B, and then you reach for a white key from a black key on B flat. So a perfect fifth at B is this, and a perfect fifth from B flat is this. So B flat to F, and then B to F sharp. In a way, both are skipping 3 white keys still, but the borders on the outside are what change the rules. You're still skipping C, D, E in terms of white keys for this black key fifth and this white key fifth. However, the way we play the chords internally changes the quality depending on what the outside fifth is doing. And that actually brings me to the final point of your fifth is just the border of the chord quality. This is the bread and of the sandwich, and this is the flavor or the meat or the peanut butter and jelly in between on a chord. So that's a minor chord, but if I change the fifth on the outside between B and B flat, one's a major chord, one's a minor chord. 2 different chords entirely. So to wrap up really quickly, if you want to add a tone in the middle of your fingers and make a chord that sounds like it harmonically makes sense to get your maybe creative juices flowing, or like you've never experienced how to play harmony on the piano, this is a really easy way in. Start with fifths, and then fill in that third, and then try to play all three. And then a fifth. Now with black keys, it's a little bit different because you've got extra tones that seem like they're going to work but don't. And you're going to have a couple of choices, but almost all of them are white keys. Either one of those works. Now, not all of these are major and minor, but most of them are. And that's it. So there's 4 different fifths, and they're on the black keys, and there are 6 different fifths on the white keys that are easy to see, white key to white key or black key to black key. The only exceptions are B and B flat. Those two are shaped B flat to F sharp, and B to F sharp and B flat to F. And that's it. That gets you started with how to frame chords in your hand a lot sooner with both hands. You can do that or this a lot quicker if you focus on the perfect fifths as the outside border. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.